Now for the fun part, we're going to look at the appearance of your site. So we're still at dashboard home. We go site settings and appearance. Okay, now absolutely everything here is customizable. I'm going to work my way down it, and then I'm going to show you a cheat for all those of you who don't perhaps have all the time in the world to edit everything separately. Okay, fairly self-explanatory. We start with the beginning of our logo over here. So we're going to call it Susie's, and then as our second word we'll call it boudoir. Right, as you can see, as soon as I click out of the box I've typed in, it will change it here for you. If you don't like what you're doing, you can always hit revert. When you're happy, then you hit apply. But as we work our way down, you'll just see it change, so I can show you where everything goes. Okay, tagline, that's obviously here. So we'll put welcome to my world. Okay, read more, you can change that if you wish. I'll leave it the same for now. At the moment, this is linking to the home page because it's the only page we've got. In order to change that, all you would do is you'd click there, and it will then show you everything that's on your site. Since we only have one page, we'll link to that for now, just so I can show you. Okay, right, banner background, that's this large image here. You're probably going to want a picture of yourself. I don't personally, so what we do is we click on there. We'll pretend we don't have any images in our folder here, and we'll choose to upload one. Let's go for this one. Okay, uploading. Don't worry about this scary red line. Upload is complete. All it does, as I've mentioned before, it replaces any spaces in the file name with a dash, just because this is likely to make up at some point something in your address bar, and we can't have any spaces there, but it's done it for you, so no need to worry. Okay, so if I double click that, it will replace that lovely lady with an even cuter pussycat. Okay, so we'll keep on going down. Copyright notice, you can change that if you want. I'm going to change mine to Susie's Boudoir. Right, okay, that's the first bit done. Next, it's buttons and panels. Right, now you can have some fun. We've set up some fabulous kinky icons here. So we'll start at the top. You can, if you wish, remove, when it says buttons panel, it's referring to these. You can remove it completely just by clicking that, and you will see they are gone, but I'm going to put them back on so I can show you how to change them. Okay, again, fairly self-explanatory. Button 1, button 2, button 3. This is your button panel caption, so we will put in there, oh, I don't know. Very exciting. Right, okay, so that's filled those in. Keep on, just scroll down to show you. There we go, check out my pages, do it now. Right, button 1. As I say, we've come up with all sorts of kinky little icons for you. I'm going to go with, let's go with some pound notes. Okay, and we'll call it Dosh. And for our text, we'll put give me yours. Okay. And that will link to, again, we haven't got any pages, but in the same way as before, you link it to whatever, your clips page, your membership page, gallery, whatever you feel like putting in there, really. I'm not going to do all 3 of them because you get the idea. There we go. There's our icon, and there's our descriptions. So you've got button 2, button 3, etc., etc. Colours and textures. Now this is where you can have tons of fun. Let's go to the top. Right. Page background. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some really garish colours so that you can see exactly where it is I'm talking about. So page background, if we go for something really bright, like a blue, you'll be able to see where it is. Right, the wider the screen you're looking at, the more of this you'll see. So although we can only see a little bit of it on here, it's just because I'm on a little laptop and we're in the editor. Okay, so background texture. Again, we've put loads of options in here. I rather like this one. There we go, so there's the background texture. Right, logo colour. That's this. So we'll change that to something lovely like purple. There we go. As you can see, the Susie's has changed. Logo colour 2, that's the boudoir bit. So we'll do, let's get the colour wheel up, and we'll do something a little bit lighter. Oh, hang on, I didn't do that very well, did I? Where's it gone now? Let's go with that. There we go. Okay. Social icons. We've got the Twitter one up here, as you can see. When you hover over it, it goes red, which is this button here. So at the moment they're appearing with white, but we'll change that and make it nice and bright so you can see it. And we'll change the hover as well. We'll change the hover to that colour, whatever that colour may be. That's practically white, isn't it? There we go, slightly yellow. Header background, fairly self-explanatory. That's this bit. We've got it black at the moment. I quite like that, but I'll do it a little bit lighter just so you can see the difference. There we go. And we can change the header background as well. So I'll go for something completely wacky. There we go. Okay. Banner background. You see what I mean when I say everything is customizable? Right, that's just that tiny little bit there. And banner background texture, whoops, I've right clicked there instead of left. I'll do this one. There we go, as you can see that's different. I mean, you're probably not going to want to do anything as crazy as this, but this is just by way of showing you how to use it. Content background, oh actually let's change the transparency, I missed that bit, sorry. This is your banner text box. Transparency will mean that you can see more or less of the photo depending on what you want to do. Okay, I think it looks quite good with just a bit of transparency. And the banner text box, the text is white as you can see. Let's change that to black. There we go. And the colour itself, let's go with something really crazy. There we go, bright pink. Okay, right. Content background. When we say content, we mean the area where the words are, as in this. So the main bulk background of your pages. So again, I'm going to go for something really gaudy just to show you. There we go. Oof, gosh, that's hideous, isn't it? Content text. Again, that's the text that makes up the bulk of your pages. Content headings. That's these. Heading 1, 2 and 3, as I showed you earlier. Horizontal lines, exactly what it says on the tin. When you choose a horizontal rule, there we go, in the editor, that's what you'll get. Footer background, unsurprisingly, is this bit down the bottom here. I'm going to leave that as dark grey, and you can even change the text colour in the footer, so that'll be the copyright down there, or whatever you choose to have in there. Right, I'm going to go on to menus and forms now. Okay, main menu background, let's scroll up, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, this obviously is your main menu. So at the moment you've got white as a background, and the hover being this horrible burgundy colour. Okay, let's change that to a blue. And that's the hover. There we go, so when we hover over it, it turns blue. We'll leave the text as red for now. We'll change that background colour just so you can see where it is I'm talking about. There we are. Okay, so main menu text we'll leave as red. Main menu hover, text hover is white, yes. So the background goes blue and the text goes white. Submenu text, is where are we? Gosh, I'm getting confused now. Yeah, we haven't got any of those yet. Oh yes, the text goes black when you hover over it for your drop downs. Pop-up reveal effect, that refers to this here, your drop down menu. You can choose to have it do a number of things. Let's go for that one, and it'll spin around, terribly snazzy. Let's try this one. There we go, and it kind of opens out. Form field background. So if you're making a contact form or something like that, this will be your background, which is currently this grey, and the form field text is an even darker grey. Border, there isn't really one on there at the moment. We'll add one so you can see it. And scroll down again, there we go, you can see it's put that border on there. And your notification text is also grey. That's notification text is right at the top. And that will be things like, say if you've got a shop, this will tell you whether you've got orders. You can set it up however you like. Okay, links and buttons. Okay, button backgrounds, as you can see, those are this light grey at the moment. We'll change them to something really, oh gosh, that's almost unreadable. If we change the button text colour to black, there we go, you can actually read them now. And you can, as you can see, when we're hovering over it, it's grey, light grey there, look. And the button text, when you hover over it, is white, which is good because you can read it. Okay. Button text size, I would probably not fiddle with that too much. Link text and link hover. Let's find some links. There we go. That's a button link, and that's a plain text link. So you can change those at will. As you can see, they're both red at the moment. Now, if you want to do all this and you want to do everything individually like I've just shown you, you can, feel free, and you can just play around with it. And as I say, if you don't like what you're doing, just hit revert and it will take you back. If on the other hand you don't have the time, click on colour schemes, and we've actually put a load of colour schemes in for you. They're all based on excuse me, the same theme, the theme that you've chosen, but they're just complementary colours that work quite nicely. So to save yourself having to do all of this, you can go like so, and there we go. That's all very tasteful, all in keeping, it all matches very nicely. If you like pink, that's the one to go for. Likewise, if you fancy a bit of chocolate orange, there we go. This one's quite wacky. There we are. So if you don't like it, you can just revert. Or if you just decide you want green for one day and the next day you want to go to something really bright, then you can just come in and change it back the next day. Easy peasy, everything stays the same, it's purely just the colour scheme that changes. And if you decide to go really crazy, you can randomise your colours. The monochromatic tends to come up with some very nice ones. Some of these are a bit crazy, I have to admit, but it's good fun to play with, so I would suggest that you just have a fiddle around and do whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to stick with this one, I think. Yes, let's go with that one. And I'm going to hit apply, and there we go. All done.